So once we've got it into standard form, which it was, we pick out A, B, and C, and then we're going to plug it into the quadratic formula. So x equals negative b. Okay, negative 0 is just going to be 0. Plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay, so the discriminant on this one, what's 4 times 49? Is 196. So x equals plus or minus square root of 196 over 2. 196 is a perfect square. Square root of 196 is 14. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So my two answers are going to be 7 and negative 7. So A is 1. B is negative 5. C is negative 36. We good?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to plug it into the formula. X equals negative b. Okay, so negative 5 is just going to be 5. Plus or minus the square root b squared. So negative 5 times negative 5 is 25. I find it goes better if you just take negative 5 times negative 5 in your head. Because when people type negative 5 squared in the calculator, you know what they get? Negative 25. We want negative 5 times negative 5. So we want positive 25. Okay, so b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. Okay. Everybody cool with where things came from for the formula? Yeah? Okay, so now it's just a matter of simplifying it. 25 minus 4 times negative 36 is positive 169. Square root of 169 happens to be 13. So 5 plus 13
is 8.
divided by 2 is 4. Just let me finish. 5 minus 13 is negative 8. Divided by 2 is negative 4. And switch it to standard form. What did I do? Add 3 to both sides. Okay. So I think that's a reasonable enough step as you write it down, right? Okay, so A is 1, B is negative 7, C is 3. X equals negative B plus or minus the square root of B squared. So negative 7 times negative 7 is 49 minus 4AC all over 2A. So I've got 7 plus or minus square root of, what's 49 minus 12?
49 minus 12 equals 37.
Okay, that's not a perfect square. So now the directions say round to the nearest tenth if necessary. So I'm going to put that in my calculator and get 2 decimal answers. So 7 plus square root of 37 divided by 2, and then it gives me square root of 37 plus 7 over 2. Push the little arrow button, changes it to a decimal, so I get 6.5. And then this is kind of a cool trick. You can arrow back and hit enter and get back to your last equation. Nah. Yes, I am.
How do you hit the back arrow? No, that's not working. That's way smaller. No.
You can just retype it. It's taking me longer to hit the back arrow. Never mind. Yeah. But it's taking me longer to do it that way. Okay, 7 minus square root of 37. Sometimes shortcuts are not that much shorter. Divided by 2, I get, to the nearest tenth, I'm going to get 0.5. All right? We ready for 6?
Not quite yet.
You mean 7?
Yep.
Oh, my bad. My bad. 7. Okay, 7 x squared minus 9x plus 22 equals 0. So A is 1, B is negative 9, C is 22. X equals, negative B would be 9, plus or minus the square root, B squared would be 81, minus 4 times A times C, all over 2A. Oh, something special happens in there with my discriminant, pretty sure. 81 minus 88 is square root of negative 7. What happens when you try to take square root of negative 7 on your calculator?
Domain error.
Domain error. So this is our no real solutions. So if you get a square root of a negative, womp, womp, womp. Yeah. C is 4. So x equals negative b plus or minus the square root b squared minus 4ac all over 2a.
Tacos Weasel.
Okay, so we've got negative 5 plus or minus the square root of, I think we have a problem. 25 minus 8 times 4 is 32. Houston, we have a problem.
No solution. Marker.
Wah, wah, wah.
So can we just stop doing that when we...
Okay, A is 3, B is 2, and C is negative 3. Negative 3. So if we use quadratic formula, x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. So negative 2 plus or minus the discriminant is 40. And yeah, we could simplify the square root of 40, but the directions say to get a decimal rounded to the nearest tenth. So when I put it into the calculator, I get negative 1.4 and 0.7. Okay, they saved the easy part for last. The discriminant is the part under the radical sign, the b squared minus 4ac. And from that, if it's negative, that's why we have no solution. If it comes out 0, we get exactly 1 solution. And if it's positive, we're going to get 2 solutions. Now, preview to Algebra 2, I should mention, these are number of real roots. So when it says no solutions, there are no real solutions. There are solutions, they're just not real. So on 15, again, we've got A is 1, B is 4, and C is 3. That's Mike's cart in the hallway. It's after school now. So when we just find the discriminant, all we need is the b squared minus 4ac part of the song. So b squared minus 4 times a times c. I've got 16 minus 12 is 4. 4 is a positive number, so I'm going to get 2 real roots. On 17, that's awkward. A is a coefficient of x, and they put an A in there. A is 1, B is -4, and C is 10. So B squared minus 4AC, 16 minus 40 is -24. So therefore, I get no real roots. And 19a is 1, b is -2, and c is -7. So when we use the quadratic formula, our discriminant is going to be b squared minus 4ac. So 4 plus 28 is 32. 32 is a positive number, so I'm going to get 2 real roots. A is 2, B is 5, C is -8. So when we have b squared minus 4ac, 25, negative times negative is positive, so plus 61 is 89. 89 is a positive number, so I'm going to get, once again, 2 real roots. Okay, last odd. A is 2, B is -4, and C is 10. So b squared minus 4ac, got 16 minus 80 is -64. So we're going to have no real roots. And that's the discriminant.